Hi, everyone. My name is Eric with Followup CRM. Followup CRM is the easiest way to track leads, win jobs, and grow your profits. I'm excited to be here with you guys today in partnership with Foundation Software. And today, all we're going to do is give a little overview of Followup CRM and how it integrates with Foundation Software, and I'll hand it over to Foundations toward the middle of our time here today so we can talk about how that seamless integration happens. So let's dive in and talk about how Followup CRM plus Foundation is basically the end-to-end solution that you need at your construction company. So here, once you log into Followup CRM, like I said before, we help you track your leads, your bids, your opportunities, and then your clients. When you first log in, you get this 10,000-foot view of everything going on within your company regarding sales and estimating. What you're able to see is your pipeline, your closing ratios, what you won for the month, your bids for the month, things like that. Now, we're going to come back here. I want to walk through a typical workflow that we see at most of our clients so that you can see from A to Z, from beginning to end, how we manage your leads, how we turn it into an opportunity, and how it turns eventually into a client that you are building a relationship with, so that you can grow your business. So let's say somebody calls into your business requesting some kind of service, or maybe you're working with a GC or property management company that is requesting your services. What we're going to do is put that request as a lead into the system. Now, what you would do is you would come here to the file data button. And this is basically like a virtual file that you're entering into the system. So this is one of our just demo accounts that we have here. So if we're entering a new file, you just click on the new file. And this is your digital virtual job that we're tracking throughout your process. So what you see here first on this left-hand side is your project name, address, and contact information. You put that in about the specific job you're working on. And that's pretty much all the data entry that you have to do. It's very little data entry. So that's why, construction companies love the system, because they're not constantly entering in data all day. We minimize that as much as possible to make it, the easiest to use CRM out there on the market. Now, right here in the center, these are drop downs that we configure to your company so that you can track the different stages and things that you want to track about the file. This is details about the file that you can attach to the opportunity. So for example, what is the status of this opportunity? Is it a lead? Is it a warm job? Is it a hot job? Did they give you a verbal on that job? Is it won or is it dead? Now, these drop downs are customizable to your process, but that's typically what we might see at a company in the construction area. And as you are putting the sales status on these jobs, you're able to see the pipeline and what jobs you have coming your way, like we saw on the homepage. So we have the sales status, we have where the lead came from. Here's an example: website, trade show, referral, BOMA, existing client. All these drop downs can be customized to your business. And then from here, we have the account manager that is actually managing this opportunity. You have the opportunity to have the products and services that you're offering, what kind of client you're working with. Right here, you have the division of the company. So maybe you have a multiple divisions at your company, like a residential, commercial, service, time and material. Maybe you're a GC offering different lines of business. You're able to identify what this opportunity is, and then so that later you can slice and dice your reporting depending on what report you want to pull. And then lastly, we have the office tab. So if you have multiple locations, you can also tag what location has ownership over this opportunity. So again, that information, all takes maybe 10 seconds to put in. And then the real day-to-day usage of the system has to do with what we call sales behaviors. Now, sales behaviors are, you can think about it this way, the steps within your sales process or your sales statuses. So the first thing that you might want to do when you get a new opportunity is contact the lead. And then from there, you might set up a client meeting, you might create a proposal, you might do an estimate, you might do a takeoff or a job on-site walk. Then you might put together and deliver the proposal. And then once you win that job, you might have an internal kickoff meeting if you're handing it off to your projects team, or you might be fulfilling the project yourself. These activities are customizable to fit to your workflow and your process so that we can fit in and support how your company is set up. Now, let's say, again, when the new opportunity comes in, you want to schedule a client meeting with this opportunity on Friday. So what you would do, you would come here and select on that day, Friday, and this date that we just put into this box is interacting with what we call the dashboard. And the dashboard is the place where every individual within the company can see exactly what they personally need to get done today. So for example, we are logged in here as sales guy Sam, and he has a contact that he has to follow up on. He has 2 proposals that he has to create, and then he has an estimate that he has due. So again, these are test files, but as you can tell, there are red and green. Red means that it's due. Green means that it's due in the future. So this is a one type of notification so that Sam comes in the morning and knows exactly what he needs to get done so that he can move the ball down the field and close these opportunities. So let's say Sam, sales guy here, is coming to do these estimates. He's going to open up his job file. He's going to complete the estimate. Maybe he's going to upload that estimate to this job folder that you can store your documents. And then he's just going to simply check off this box. From here, he's going to move on to the next step in the process, which might be delivering that proposal so he can schedule the day that he wants to deliver that proposal. Let's say, Sam here delivers the proposals and the project manager says, we're going to move forward with you guys. Then what Sam would do is he would come in here, change the sales status to verbal, because he got a verbal from the client so that we can pull the right kinds of reports. So as you can see, you're managing your opportunities through your sales process, making sure nothing is falling through the cracks, no bid dates are missed, so that you're on top of every opportunity and following up with them. So again, nothing's falling through the cracks. So that's how you're managing everything. A couple of other things that people really like about the job page. We talked about how you can store files, but you can also work as a team within your company. So let's say, sales guy Sam here is the account manager, but you might have an in-house estimator, and maybe Jim is the in-house estimator. So you can put him on the file as well. And then what you're able to do is come into the project comments and say, hey, Jim, can you deliver this estimate by tomorrow? And what I just did is I tagged Jim in this opportunity. So once I save that, Jim is going to get a notification right here on Jim's side. He would see that I mentioned him on this file, and he would be able to read what I asked him to do. And he can reply back to me as well. He'll also get an email notification telling him that I mentioned him on the job, so that we have clear, direct communication back and forth so we can get things done and, again, close more opportunities and really service clients really well. So another thing that people really like about this job folder is, what we're tracking here is the job, but sometimes you might have multiple jobs for the same client. Now down here, you can tag the company that you're bidding to or that you're working with, so that you can see your relationship with that client. So in this example, we are bidding to ABC Company, Acme Company, and Big Roofer. So I want to see my relationship with ABC Company. So what I'm going to do is click into ABC Company, and you can see here's the company information. Here's my contact at the company, and these are all the jobs that I've worked on with ABC Company in the past. And that, as you can see here, they're in different sales statuses. But if I wanted to get a view of the relationship, I can come down here and see that I have 7 opportunities in the pipeline with this company. And you can see the different stages that they're at. So maybe I'm talking here with the property manager or whoever I'm working with at the company, and I want to get an update on these 2 verbal jobs that we're working on. So I can say, hey, what's going on with A&M Associates, so that we can make sure we're all on the same page about the jobs that are waiting to be awarded. Right here, this is a bad example, but you can see the closing ratio with this individual. So once we get a yes or no on these opportunities, it will start to contribute to your closing ratio with these clients. I have clients that tell me all the time that they're able to see how healthy of a relationship they have with a particular company because they have a 50, 60, 70% closing ratio with them, so that they know that when they're doing an estimate, that they're not wasting their time bidding to people that will never give them work. So this is a good way to see the health of your company. So we looked at the contacts, we looked at the companies, we looked at the jobs that we're tracking, we looked at all the activities that move the opportunities through your sales cycle. And now I want to take us back to the homepage. The homepage, again, gives you that 10,000-foot view of all activity going on. So you can see your entire pipeline across the company, or for you as an individual. As you can see, you can filter this homepage by the individual users or by the company, so that you can see everything going on. You can see your closing ratio. You can see the contracts that you won, and you can see that right there. You can drill down into each of those. And you can also see what was bid for the month. This highlighter green bar is what was actually completed, and this darker bar is your goal for the month, so that you can measure what matters and making sure that you guys are setting yourself up for success and hitting your revenue objectives. A couple of other things that you can do on this page is that you can filter this homepage by the office. So if you want to get specific locations and you want to filter this homepage by another location, you can do that, or by the division of the company as well. You can do that right here. Okay, so that's a quick overview of how Followup CRM helps you manage your leads, manage your bids, and manage your clients. Now I want to touch on the integration with foundation software. So what you would do is, let's say you close the contract and you want to push that into foundation. What you would do is you would come to the reports tab right up here. We have a ton of reports, but we're going to focus on the foundation tab that we have right here at the end. What this allows you to do is pull either new clients or jobs that you want to import into the foundation software. So we have worked together with a foundation team so that we can seamlessly import a CSV export from Followup, out of Followup, into foundation, so that you don't have to do duplicate entry anymore. And you can make sure the data in both platforms are correct and there's no errors in the transfer from one to another. So let's say I wanted to export the jobs that we won for the day or whatever time period you want. You can select the jobs that you want to import and simply click Get Report. So you click Get Report, and this simple Excel spreadsheet is created, and then this is the export that you would import into the foundation software. So from here, I'm going to hand it over to our counterpart over there on the foundations team to talk about how to import this file into the foundation import feature.
Hi, everyone. My name is Tom Greco. I'd like to welcome everybody today to the Foundation and Follow-Up CRM Partnership webinar. I'm one of the regional sales managers over here, and I'd like to kind of take where Eric left off. And my goal here today is to show you the integration piece on how easy it is to import customers and jobs into Foundation after they've been exported to Follow-Up CRM, and then talk a little bit about Foundation software for those that don't know who we are or what we do. Now, with Foundation software, we are a job cost accounting system, originally from day one, programmed for contractors, and that's pretty much our whole market is going to be the construction arena. And through the process of, customers, jobs, leads, projects, what we want to do is, kind of show the flow from how things are tracked in Follow-Up CRM, which Eric had demonstrated previously. And then once a job is awarded, or once you're looking to convert your customers into Foundation, how easy it is to export those customers and or jobs and import them into the system. Now with Follow-Up CRM, Eric had showed the export feature. And basically what the output file that's going to come out of Follow-Up CRM is going to look very similar to this here, which is an import sheet. And it's going to be formatted for the correct flow or the correct columns of Foundation software. So it's nice that, it's going to take little massaging to get this information into the system. And we provide our customers with an import program, which would allow them to take that file, whether it's a customer file from Follow-Up CRM or whether it's a job file from Follow-Up CRM, and import that directly into our software. So we provide that with you, and obviously we instruct you on how to import it. So what we look to do is make this as easy as possible. Export a file from Follow-Up CRM, import it into Foundation. So when we look to import the actual file, what we're able to do is actually browse for that file, select it, also preview and validate the data too, so that you can make sure your jobs have specific defaults, like certified payroll if needed. You're also going to be able to view that data prior to importing it into the system. And from this screen, you're able to see what you're going to be importing: job number, job name, contract values, estimated cost, retainage percentages, physical job address. So in essence, the complete setup, almost the complete setup of the job. Once I hit validate, it'll make sure that the columns match. It'll make sure that the data is correct. And then we say import. And it's that simple. So you look for the file, you grab it, you validate the data, you click import, and you're done. So very, very easy integration between Follow-Up CRM and Foundation software. And now from here, where Foundation comes into play is after the job's awarded and exported from Follow-Up CRM, we can now begin to track that job in the software. And with Foundation, we are a full accounting software. Some of the highlights of things that we do is AIA billings, payroll, certified payroll, equipment tracking, inventory tracking, project management. We try to do it all, service dispatch. And with us being construction specific, a lot of times, people are using maybe, a great product like Follow-Up CRM, but they're using a off-the-shelf accounting system where they're not getting everything that they need. And with us, that's where we come in. And the partnership between us and Follow-Up CRM is great. Both of us are originally written for contractors, so we know we understand each other. And where the system really shines is the reporting. So being able to actually come into your accounting software in real time and take a look at job cost. Being able to see your percentage of completion by job, being able to see, work in progress, just by double clicking here. Where a lot of people, what they do is spend a ton of time, having to enter data in twice, where they go into their accounting system, then they go into a spreadsheet, and back and forth, where everything's, kind of disjointed. And what we look to do is bridge that gap here. Also very good at being able to just provide easy reporting to people, being able to come in and see everything about this job on one screen, being able to see the job cost details by clicking into that job and seeing a nice estimate versus actual by cost code. We do full implementations here, so we're able to bring over all your setup, and then we're able to analyze each job, each cost code, and we're always going to be able to get to the furthest level of detail here by drilling into that cost class, which is in essence a category of labor, materials, subs. We can always get to the furthest level of detail. So one of the big things that we're known for: easy reporting, user-friendly, and then also providing you with a complete accounting system. Being able to do certified payroll directly out of your system. A lot of times people spend a ton of time doing certified payroll. We pretty much have every single payroll format that is for electronic upload, like LCP Tracker, California DIR, Ashtoware, and then we have every single paper copy from Alaska all the way down. And we constantly update these formats in here as they change, and then we maintain pretty much all the certified payroll so that once your payroll goes out the door, you can put your date range in, run the report, and your certifieds are completely done. We also have our own mobile products, being able to enter in time from the field, full service dispatch module, being able to upload documents in here and track them throughout the software as well through document imaging, as well as project management, job scheduling, fixed assets for depreciation. Another thing that a lot of our clients utilize heavily are the AIAs. So actually, being able to come into your accounting system and produce an AIA right out of the system, where you no longer have to do double entry on here. And that's the main goal here. And with Foundation, we've been in the business since 1985, so we're celebrating our 35-year anniversary this year. And we are a privately owned family business. Our owner is still the original author of the software. Fred is still heavily involved with the business. And we as a company have grown over the years, but we always want to maintain our partnerships. And this is one of the big reasons why we're doing today's webinar with Followup CRM, is to let you guys know that we do have a nice partnership out there with a great CRM product with Followup CRM. And after this webinar, you can feel free to reach out to Eric or I. We'll be able to provide our contact information. If you want to reach out to me directly at Foundation Software, I can be reached at 1-800-246-0800. And I can answer any questions you have on Foundation, or if you'd like to set up a little bit more of a in-depth demonstration, I'd be more than happy to set that up with you. Once again, thank you for everybody who's attended and viewed today's partnership webinar with Followup CRM and Foundation Software. Have a wonderful day, everybody.